Hello everyone, my name is Krishna Bangare and today's date is 2nd of September 2021 and today's video topic is TypeScript. So basically TypeScript is the open source object-oriented programming language which is developed and maintained by the Microsoft under the Apache 2 license, and it was introduced by the Andres Hesberg and a core member of the development team of the C language. And the TypeScript is a strongly typed superset of the JavaScript, which compile the plain JavaScript, and it is a language of the application cell JavaScript development, which can be executed on any browser or any host or any other operating system. And TypeScript is not directly compiled; it is generated in JavaScript file, and TypeScript is a ES6 version of the JavaScript with some additional features. For example, if you need to run the TypeScript file, then we need to convert it into the JavaScript file using a build command, and then it is converted into the JavaScript file, and it will compile or run on the Tomcat. So using this will be executed. Next one is then we discuss about the what is TypeScript. What does exactly TypeScript mean? TypeScript is a superset of the JavaScript, and TypeScript cannot be run directly on the browser. It needed a compiler to compile the file, because to run the TypeScript file, it will need a servers, and we already have the server for the JavaScript. Then we converted directly on the browser, and TypeScript source file, it is a TS extension. We can use any valid JS file for the renaming it to the TS file. Then we'll discuss about what is the use of this TypeScript file. There are some basic benefits of the TypeScript file, such as TypeScript support the static typing and it has strong types, modules, and operating features, and it will give the error on compile time. So we reduce the chances of the error during the runtime operation by using a TypeScript file. And TypeScript support the object-oriented programming features such as classes, interface, inheritance, and genetics. The similar features of the object-oriented programming language as it is put in the TypeScript. We can create a classes in the TypeScript, interface, inheritance, like that. And the TypeScript is the fast, simple, and the most important to learn, and TypeScript provide error checking features at the compile time. As I said before, it will compile the code. If any error found, then it will be highlighted the mistake before the script it is run. And next one is a TypeScript support all the JavaScript libraries, because it is a superset of the JavaScript. And TypeScript support reusability of the because of the inheritance, means we can use the different methods of the parent class. Next one is a TypeScript types. The TypeScript script language supports the different types of values, and it provides the data for the TypeScript to transform it into a strongly typed programming language. And TypeScript doesn't support the data types, but it will help for the TypeScript. We can use the data types features in the JavaScript, and TypeScript plays the important role when the object-oriented programming language want to use the type features in the scripting language. For example, TypeScript data types, such as it has 3 types: static, genetic, and decoders. And static further classified into built-in and user-defined. So let's discuss about what is built-in and user-defined. In case of static, means at a compile time, or without running the program, and it is statically typed language and variable parameters and object that have typed the compile known as compile time. Then in case of built-in, it is also called as primitive data types, means for integer it will have number, string, boolean, void and null are the data types in the Typescript in under the static and built-in. The first one is the number. All the numbers in a Typescript are stored in as a floating point values, and these generic values are treated like a number of data types, and the number data types can be used to represent both the integers and fractions. And next one is the string. String is basically a sequence of characters and represent the text in the Typescript, and string type works with the textual data, and we can include the string literal in our script by enclosing them in a single or double quotation and marks, and it is also represent the sequence of the Unicode character. And we can also get all the methods that we are using in a core Java for the string, like Unicode's index of last index of method, that also we can use in the Typescript. Next one is a boolean. The string and numerical data type can have the unlimited number of different values, whereas the boolean data type has only two values, true or false. The boolean value is the truth value, which specifies whether the condition is true or not. Next one is the void. The void is the return type. That means we don't have a return value, and the function which is not return any types of value, and it is used where no data types is available. And the available types of void is not useful because we only assign undefined or the null value. The next one is the null. The null is the represents variable whose value is not defined. For example, much like void, it is not extremely useful or on its own. The null accepts that only one value, and which is null, and the null keyword is used to define the null type in a Typescript. Any. Next one is the any type. Any means it will combine all the types, all the data types in one particular data type. Means it is a super type of the all the types of the Typescript. Means for number we can use that any, for string boolean we can use any, for object we can use any. It is used to represent any JavaScript value, and it is allowed to use opt in and opt out of the type checking during the compilation. If for example if a variable cannot be represented in any type of the basic data type, then it will be declared as any data type, and any is a useful when we do not know what is the data type of the value. So this is these are the data types, are the built-in data types. Next one is a user defined. User defined data types are classified as arrays, tuples, enum, functions, classes and interface. These are come under the static and user defined data type. For example, first one is the array. The array is a collection of elements that are stored in a sequential order. Like JavaScript, Typescript are also known as to work with the array's value. An array can be written in two ways. For example, take a variable var list, and it have data type number and array symbol, and then in square braces the numbers. Next one is tuples. The tuples is data type and which include the two sets of the value of different data types, and is allowed to express an array where the type of the fixed number of the element is known, but they are not the same. For example, if you want to represent a value as a pair of a number and string, and it can be written as string comma number. And next one is the interference and classes. The interference classes are same as the interference and classes in case of core Java, and This is all about the TypeScript. Thank you.